Hey, so I just arrived here at the Cass Winery in Paso Robles. It's actually about 12 miles outside of Paso Robles. And it's almost 2 o'clock, so the race is starting in about 4 hours. Pretty lively right now at the winery here. There's a lot of people out here kind of probably having lunch and tasting wine and stuff. Winery is really nice. There's a bunch of umbrellas and flag tables. A lot of people here. But I don't see the race check-in, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to walk around and find that. Anyway, this is a pretty cool place. I'm gonna hang out here. I want to check in for the race and get my bib, and then probably take a nap if I can find a shady spot. Just take a nap in the shade for 2 or 3 hours, and then the race starts at 6. But there's a pre-race meeting at 5:45. Just probably go over some race details. It's a hot day. It's about, I think it's in the mid 90s, like 94, 95 here today is the high. And right now it's like 2 in the afternoon, so that's pretty hot. And tomorrow it's supposed to be up to 91, but it shouldn't reach that temperature until about 3 in the afternoon. So overnight tonight, the race starts at 6. Overnight it's going to get cool. It'll get down into the high 50s, I think. So it'll be kind of cool overnight. So I think for the first 12 hours of the race, right when we start at 6, it'll be starting to cool off, and it'll be a cool night. So I'll get some good mileage in overnight, I hope. That's my plan. Try and get 26 miles of the marathon. So I think I can do a marathon pace. I'm going to do it about 6 hours. So I'm going to try and do a marathon in the first 6 hours by midnight, and then another marathon, 26 miles by 6 a.m., about the time the sun rises. So I should hopefully, if all goes well, have 52 miles down by the time sun rises tomorrow morning. So we'll see. I mean, that's what I'm kind of hoping for. And then tomorrow it's going to be kind of hot in the afternoon, so probably my mileage and also my legs will start to fade. So probably tomorrow I'll be struggling to get the same pace, but hopefully at least tonight I can make a pretty decent number of miles in the cool hours. Anyway, this is a beautiful place. I think it's going to be a nice race. The course looks pretty nice. It's a dirt road that goes around the outside rim of the vineyard here. It's a pretty big vineyard. It's a 2-mile dirt road like this, and it's in pretty good condition. It's pretty flat and smooth. There's just a slight bit of hill to it, so I think it's going to be pretty good running. I don't really see any technical challenges or obstacles. There's no boulders or anything like that. It's not like a lot of trail runs where you have roots sticking up and big rocks you got to keep tripping on and all that. No, it's a pretty smooth, flat trail, and it's pretty well groomed, so not a lot of tripping obstacles or anything. I got a headlamp, so I can wear that overnight. Hopefully that will last for 8 or 9 hours of dark time. But yeah, looking forward to starting the race in about 4 hours, and we'll see how I do. I'll probably post another video after the race, post-race, and let you know how things went, which I'm sure won't be good. I'm gonna be in a lot of pain this time tomorrow. I already know that, but anyway, if I survive and do my best, then I'll be happy.
Usually don't allow
so I'm at the check-in here. Just got my bib number. This is the race medal. So finisher's medal. Looks like this rooster thing. It's pretty cool. Pretty colorful. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll have one of those if I finish, and if I actually place in the top 3, you get a buckle. It looks like this. My number is 441. So that's the number I'll be wearing, and it has a chip on the back. There's a tracking chip on the back of it, so they can record every lap. And this is the check-in area. They got a first aid tent set up somewhere. There's a board over here where you're gonna log your laps. So every 2 miles you'll pass through here and log a lap, and that's just so that you can kind of track who the leaders are. Your official time comes from the chip, but here if you record your laps on here, then you'll be able to take a quick look and see how many laps you got. You keep track of your number of laps and know how far along you are, and also you can see who's ahead of you, who's behind you. This is a leaderboard, a real-time leaderboard, because you're going to come through and check each time through But again, your official time comes from the chip. So. But they've got, for the different races, you know, 6 hour, 12 hour, 24 hour. I'm in a 24-hour group, but there's also 100-mile, 24-hour relays, 12-hour relay, a bunch of different races, different distances. So that's the leaderboard. Thanks. Anyway, so you're gonna have to pass through here each time through, put a check mark by your name to record your lap, and then continue on. And then they have aid stations too, so you can get food, I think, over here. And this is, you can see the vineyard, it's pretty cool. A lot of vineyard vines out here. It's a hot day though, and there is basically no shade. No shade, so it's gonna be a hot run during the daylight hours. This is the barrel room, so they're gonna have an after race party in here. It looks pretty cool, there's a lot of wine in here. And it's air conditioned, so it feels really nice because I was sitting out in my car for the past hour and it's just freaking hot out there. And it's hot and sunny. But in here it's nice and cool. You can see all the wine barrels. I don't know if they're full of wine, they probably are. They keep it air conditioned in here. Pretty nice. There's a neat little entryway too. It's air conditioned as well. So it's about 5:30 now. So the race is going to start in about half an hour. I set up a little chair for myself here away from my car. My car is actually about 100 or so yards down that way, maybe 200 yards down that way. So it's a little bit of a walk off the trail, and I'd rather not have to do that a whole lot. But right off of the trail here, you can see this is the track right here. We're going to come right through here, and just a few steps to the right or to the left, I set up a chair with a little cooler with some drinks and a chair there for myself to sit in and rest, and also a bag that has like some first aid items, some snacks, and a change of clothes and everything. So hopefully everything I need is in this bag or in the cooler. Also, they have right over here, there's a first aid station. That's the starting line. That's the first aid station. We're going to pass this every time around. They're going to have drinks and food there too. So that's where I'll be heading over to the start line right now. That was where I checked in as well. And then you can see down here, there are a lot of cars. That's where everybody parked. A lot of people set up tents and stuff. People have chairs and tables and campers and all kinds of stuff. And really all the way around, however, most of the people are right here in the middle. This is the middle, this is the closest location to the starting line. So, and then that's the gate to get out of the winery right there.
We do apologize, it is a little bit.
We're here at the starting line. Now everybody's lining up. There's the race is going to start in about 10 minutes.
You know, I went praying to the race gods and told them to take it down a notch this evening and make it nice and enjoyable.
People are doing 10K though. You have a 10K distance.
100-mile, 24-hour, 12-hour, and 6-hour starts. You guys start all together.
We're starting in 1 minute. There's a crowd of people. Pretty decent number of people here. I think the 10Kers are starting like 5 minutes later than this. But all the distance runners are starting in like 30 seconds. So I'm coming up on first lap here. Gonna cross the start line again. I did about an 11-minute pace for that first lap. It's a little too fast. I want to slow it down on my next lap. So I got to mark my X on the board here. Joe James' first lap done. And then keep running. So I did an 11-minute pace, and I think that's a little too fast. I'm going to slow it down on the second lap. I should be doing about 13. Okay, I've done about 4.5 laps so far, so I'm at like mile 9, pretty close to mile 9. You can see the full moon now, it's pretty cool. And sunset's coming up pretty soon there. It's getting close to 8 o'clock. I saw on the lap board, some dude already has 5 laps done when I had 4, so some guy already lapped me. In the 24-hour group, I mean. So I don't think I'm going too slow. I think he's going too fast. Because if I keep going at the pace I'm going, I'll end up with 120 miles, which is not going to happen. So, you know, he's probably starting out at an unsustainable pace. And he'll slow down. So anyway, I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to come out and do my best. And I want to start out with this slow pace. I'm right now doing like 12 minute mile average so far for the first 9, which is about where I want to be. So it's cool. It's starting to cool off. The hot part of the day is gone, so this is nice. It's a nice evening. There was a bunch of 10Kers running earlier, so the course was kind of crowded with These guys are in the 10K, which is only 3 laps, but they're all done already. So none of those guys are thinned out. And then also they had wine walkers that just walk the course and stop at different tables and get to taste wines, which is kind of fun. But I think those guys are all cleared out too. So now it's really just 6, 12, 24 hour and 100 milers left. And at midnight, the 6 hour guys will all be gone. So it's gonna be a nice night though. I'm gonna keep trying my 12-minute pace, 12 to 13. Try and sustain that, hopefully, for overnight. I don't know, 12, 13 miles an hour, 13 minutes per mile. So it's almost 3 a.m. I have 17 laps done. I'm working on lap 18, so I have about 35 miles finished, almost 35. So I'm not doing too badly. I'm a little behind where I wanted to be, but I'm pretty confident that I can still make at least 60 miles by the end of the day. So that's not bad. Not bad. I mean, I'm tired, but I feel okay. I'm still carrying on. I'm not doing too bad on the pace. I'm staying hydrated because, of course, right now it's cool. Nice and cool out. It feels great. I haven't been eating much, but I don't feel like my energy level has slipped, so right now that's not a problem. I'm worried about daylight comes in about, I think, 2.5 hours or something, and then it's going to start getting hot really fast. And if I don't have enough food in my system, I might, but I at least will start out the day fully hydrated, I think. And so anyway, we'll see how it goes. I think I'm on track to make at least 60 miles by 6 p.m. And that's even acknowledging that in the last 6 hours, I probably will do very little mileage because it's going to be so hot. So that's okay. It is almost sunrise, and this is actually the setting moon. It's so beautiful. This thing is beautiful. The moon has been really bright tonight. But that is the setting moon. Really something. Over on this side, you can see the sky is starting to show some light. The sun is starting to, we're probably still good 45 minutes or an hour from sunrise, but the sky's starting to light up over on this side a little. Hey, so it's 2 days later now. It's actually Tuesday, and I'm home. And I never really said a goodbye message, but so I got my medal. I finished the race, and I got my medal, and I drove home on Sunday, 3-hour drive home. But anyway, I didn't have such a great ending. I reached 50 miles, which was a little disappointing. I really had my heart set on getting 60, but I only got to 50 miles, and then I stopped. And the reason why is I just had so much pain in my knees and my feet and my, everything hurt. So I was just, just a lot of pain. So I just decided to quit, and the last lap, I really slowed down a lot because I could just barely walk, and I just felt like, I don't think I can do any more. So 50 miles was not a bad result. That's my best one-day total ever, 50 miles. So I'm happy about that. I wish I'd reached 60, but I did that in 13 and a half hours. So I started at 6 p.m. and I finished at 7:30 a.m. So I actually still had a whole lot of daylight left, a whole lot of time left in the 24-hour race. I still could have continued for another 10 and a half hours if I had, if my body could take it. But so it turned out no. So anyway, this was a lesson for me, and it was good. I feel like the result is not totally disappointing, but I feel like I wanted to do better.